game of the day. And this is a very interesting game between Sporters Volleyball Club and Kcca. It is a parity right now as we speak, 5 points apiece. Ramwanja, you are wondering whether the no commentators were here. We were just sorting a few problems with sound, but we are here. And before I delve into the game, let me just take you through the team sheets as they are. Jazz number 2, we do have Kcca Durin. Jazz number 4, Kampala Pal. Jazz number 6, Tracy Comfort. Jazz number 7, Tikunda Olivia. Jazz number 9, Cecilia. Jazz number 4, Moza Flavia. Jazz number 14, Kamahoro Renata. Sorry about that. Jazz number 14, Tumukunde Doretta. Jazz number 15, Tumwebaze Esther. Jazz number 16, Akanyo Agnes. Jazz number 19, Asemera Joy Patience. Jazz number 20, Kewinji Aisha. And of course the liberals, we do have Masubika Patricia. We do have Kalanzi Shamira, jazz number 11. And as you can see, Shamira is back after yesterday's care. The coach, of course, Damilina Marek there, but of course the starting lineups, I can see Akiteng there. She was missing out yesterday. I do see Comfort, I do see Renata, I do see Lado, and of course I do see Doretta. And of course for Team Kcca, I see Akanyo, I see Mogole, I see Claire, I do see Joan Tushemerere, I see Namialo, Margaret, I see Achan, Oliva. That is the starting lineup for Team Kcca. It is Kcca leading 7-6. But of course the entire lineup is as follows. Jazz number 3, Mogole, Faith. Jazz number 4, Amoron Yunis. Jazz number 5, Mamala Morin. Jazz number 6, Jepkri Belinda. Jazz number 7, Nakato Mariam. Jazz number 8, Tushemerere Joan. Jazz number 9, Namialo Margaret. Jazz number 11, Akelo Damali. Jazz number 12, Nazite Fiona. Jazz number 15, Akanyo Agnes. Jazz number 16, Najiko Claire. Jazz number 18, Achan Oliver. And the liberals, shot number 13, a new Overline. Shot number 10, Asekenye Christine. And of course the coach, Buenje Edward. Just to delve into it, Kcca here have lost that particular service. And I see Obek is wondering, someone tell Jeff, I must start to pick my calls because they might decide to what Obek is speaking about, there has just been a scare here. Elion beating up on Nemo Stars 3-0. Unprecedented, unbelievable, but it is nothing short of impossible because Elion did beat up on Nemos on Sportes by the same scoreline during the regular season. And of course here Comfort scoring off that one block, beat up on Nemos hit. Sportes. You can see the combination, exactly the combination there, the setter, and Akanyo Agnes, the middle blocker there. Beautiful hit by Comfort. Now you can see the changes in the Sporters lineup. This time around Renata has started together with Doretta. That is a change that you must observe, and it speaks a lot about what has changed between yesterday and now. And now Sporters in the lead for the very second time. They had led previously on. Rugendo Jenson saying we need a comeback. It speaks a lot about today. I agree. Even from the fans' perspective, we do need between yesterday and now. Says Shamila, I pray for you. Olimba Muganda Olimba. Jazz number 11. You speak about Jazz number 11 of which team? Let me hope you're speaking about Akelo Damali of Kcca. That is libero turned middle blocker. Or you are speaking about Kalanzi Shamira. And by the way, things are moving, it must be Kalanzi Shamira. We are level at parity, 9-9. I will not tire to remind you that ladies' games are usually determined by the ability to serve and the ability to receive. If you can serve your opponent, my God, my God. Comfort just passing and the ability to Shemerere as if there is no block. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful strike that. My beautiful. I love that side out. I love that side out. Comfort just passing and the ability to. Isaac Ogusol saying, I don't like as a commentator because instead of focusing on the game, you're talking about the team. I think Ogusol, you're getting annoyed for no reason. I need to tell I don't like as a commentator because what has transpired in the previous game. You're talking about the just team. Like I need to tell them what is going to happen in the next game. I think Ogusol, you're getting annoyed for no reason. But it is 10-10, even as Claire Najuko is serving. And she's a very consistent server. She does those floaters. Nicely picked up by Patricia. Let's see what. And the resultant attack by Renata is not successful. And you can see from the reactions there, nothing nice really. Nothing nice. Brenda Horish saying, let's go KCCA. Yesterday I did have quite a number of supporters for team KCCA. Claire with the service. Let us see what she does. Is she still going to pick up on the libero, or she's going to look out for Comfort? She chooses Comfort. Now Comfort dies it nicely, and let's see. It is going to be a free ball to KCCA, and it is picked up by Sportes, back set, and it is a near dam. It's actually a dam. Sportes currently enjoying themselves. We did not see this kind of attitude yesterday. They were all gloom, very cold, but today you can see they are loving what they are doing. And I think it is a change in attitude. Bagava Vincent media team should work on sound. The playback shouldn't have sound on it. We have taken note of that. We are going to sort it. Yes, we have taken note, and you're correct. We are sorting that. It should have been sorted by now. Ramanja says Ogusul accepts the outcome. So beautiful block. The ball fails to come up. Kalanzi cannot keep that ball up. But Ramanja is saying Ogusul should accept the outcome. So talking about the last game is okay. I agree. We need to talk about these games. Ogusul is just getting emotional for no reason. My brother Ogusul, me and you, we are brothers. Don't have to get physical and emotional. Sentamo, let's go S-Team. Melinde watching live from Fort Porto. Adam, when did you reach Fort Porto? I thought you were very near here. Let us see what Akanyo does. Nicely picked up by Patricia, and she pushes that to Lado. It is picked up by another Akanyo. Patricia doing what does there as the libero, and what does Comfort do? Beautiful hit. The ball is still up, and will it be a free ball? Yes, it is a free ball. Nicely done by Patricia, middle ball, and Esther puts that away against the middle blocker, Mogole Faith. I can tell you the attitude of the Sports girls has tremendously changed. Obek Nicholas is saying, someone inform Ogusul that our alien journey started by writing volleyball history. By punishing KAVC, so allow us to enjoy. I agree. Me, I'm not in your I'm not in your conversations. But of course, Esther has decided to put that away. That's actually not characteristic of her. She knows how to serve, but well, I wouldn't want to call it pressure, but it happens. Now let us see what Tush does. She has a height, so she puts that kind of elevation on the service. And yes, nicely picked up by Lado. Goes back to Sportes. And what is the referee's decision? And the referee decides that there was a block on that ball, and there's no contestation from Team KCCA. The decision is by newly appointed international referee Kasaiji. Yeah, he's enjoying it right now. He is also, by the way, the head of referees. The scores, my Melo, are 13-13. 13-13 are the scores. Ball nicely picked up by Claire Najuko. The hit by Joan is picked by Renata. And there's a huge transition here. This time around, Joan makes sure that with the help of the belt, the ball does not return. Adieri, okay, hi everyone. Just a kind reminder that all teams that lost yesterday won't. She's saying we should use that information. Well. I am willing to use the information. I don't know about others. Regendo Nemo was roasted and toasted. Aha. Malinde Adam here conducting Serie C Midwest Volleyball League. Oh, I get good information. You can keep us updated on what is happening. Patricia picks it up nicely. It is pushed for Lado. Lado puts some power to that and uses that block. And the ball is out. The ball is out. Ramanja, what are the Serie B updates? Serie B updates, I am going to be looking for those. I'll give you an update. King Solo saying watching live from Saudi Arabia, but I watched Elion slapping Nemo from Pakistan. King Solo to Leke, stop deceiving. Aderi, Nemo had sleepovers. I missed to see my boys. Hey, I can tell you the conversation is Elion, Nemo, and that is a beautiful dump by Doretta. Beautiful dump. The Kcca ladies failed to receive that one, and the resultant pass only facilitated a set for Doretta to put that away. I like the way she did it. She simply chose her position and placed the ball there. 15-14, Spotters in the lead. Beautiful service picked up by Varoline. And Claire Najuko strikes that with some very good power. And it's a block in. Yeah, you can see what she does. She simply looks at those hands and she chooses that she shall use the block of Doretta. Mugabe Rowell is saying non-Spotters fans were asking how Elion won Spotters. I think they already have the answer. Mogole Faith with the service, nicely picked by Lado. And there's that hit by Doretta. The ball is up. And the resultant attack by Joan to Shemerere, or commonly known as Tush, is out. The ball is out. Abraham is telling Solo to get serious. I know, the nigga should get serious because, I mean, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia. Next thing is going to tell us Aroa. Someone is giving us updates about what is happening in Serie B and in Zambia, and is saying Intinda 2, Nkumba 0. Yeah, we do not expect any challenge from Nkumba. They lost 3-0 yesterday. Coach Cassandra, they are doing an amazing job on that team. Actually, she must be the only female coach in Serie B. And she's doing an amazing team with the Vibes team. Ntinda, she's doing an amazing team. It is, as fans, on behalf of the fans, it is our hope that Ntinda comes to Serie A. We need to see something. There is something we want to see. Yeah, there's something we want to see. Achan Oliver with the service. The jump setting setter. Nicely done by Alado. Some power there by Comfort. Comfort is comfortable and very confident right now. Yes, very comfortable and confident. She's hitting that block, very tall block, but she's hitting it. And I can predict you do not want Comfort to get comfortable. You do not want that. Adieri says Solo uses the shifting cultivation process in the chronological way. So, first time out team Kcca, but it is a very riveting game, this one to watch. And if we are to go by what, let me see who said that. Someone did say it here that today's games have been won by, yes, Adieri said that today's games have been won by all the teams that won yesterday, and we should use that information the way, I mean, I'm also seeing things are happening the way, because I mean, Nemo 3-0, VVC lost by similar margin. Let us wait and see what happens to Kcca. Oh, is it a curse? A Sunday curse? Bagaba Vincent says, those VPN... Vincent has called them VPN locations. Mugabe Rowell saying Ntinda should bring their noise to Serie A. I agree. Adelaide Mugwambi Bizure saying, let's go spotters, you can do this. Aderi, just a reminder, Nemo was hammer. Aderi, nicely done. That one by Namialo. And what does Claire do? It's blocked. Beautiful, beautiful block. I can tell you, Comfort is in the mood. Comfort is in the mood. Beautiful block. Beautiful block. There is absolutely nothing that Namialo was going to do about that hit. Absolutely nothing. Spotters extending their lead by 18-16. 2-point lead they do have. Shania Sultan, Spotters Jew, you predict a 3-2 win. Let us see. Claire with that beautiful swing goes past Comfort. You can see that swing. They gave her one block, and yes, there is nothing Comfort could do about that. But she's clearly telling her teammate she touched that ball, so she believes she had an opportunity to actually block that ball. Joan Cards is busy laughing. We do have a substitution here. Namialo is off. And Muamla Morin on. Both ladies have played for the Indeje side. Yes, so it is a tactical change. Power for reception. Now that Namiala is done with her work at reception, it is good to bring her back. Has that worked? No, it hasn't. That block has just been torn. You can see what Renata has done. Yeah, she has gone for that power and she has used the block. They failed to join properly, and as you can predict, even I could attack that one. Dairy Intenda thinks there is noise here. Let them ask Serie. Banang. You people, it will be a free ball, I predict, and it is. Lado makes sure that the ball does not return. She uses that block of Joan. Just watch that. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the wisdom. She knew what Shemerera was going to do. She decided to use the block, and it went out. Well, as we speak, Spotters is leading by 20. So, Comfort with the service. Let me hope there will be no surprises today, because yesterday was, today so far has been a roller coaster. And Maureen, I remember very clearly yesterday in the third set, she was doing exactly what she has just done, dumping those balls and getting those Spotters girls unaware. She has just repeated the same. Someone simply touched her dump and guided it outside. And now we do have a service from Akanyo Agnes, but it will not happen because she's being substituted. And Eunice is on for Akanyo Agnes. Eunice herself did have an opportunity yesterday of concluding the second set. Yes, she did conclude the second set. 2 services and Spotters was done and rusted. Yuzu Pasca, I don't know why you're not here, but you believe ladies, you believe in the Spotters ladies. I agree. I know you do. What does Eunice have to do with this service today? Let us see. Kcca trailing by 2 points. Let's see what Eunice does. The ball is up, and Lado was attempting to look for those hands. She does not succeed. Now, that speaks a lot about the service Eunice is delivering. It is creating a lot of discomfort for the Spotters reception. You can see how she looks at that ball. She is definitely going to repeat the same thing. The prediction is that she's going to repeat the same thing. You see that? Let's see what she does. She looks for the libero, and she does repeat the same thing. It is the parity. It is 20-20. She targets the libero. What she does, she serves the libero on the arm that is not. Oh my God. The weak arm. That's what she does. And Spotters is here forced into a timeout. They need to do something really quick about that reception, because they are going to be made to pay. They are going to be made to pay. The server is being very, very deliberate about what she's doing. And you can only imagine what is going to happen. Adieri is saying my teams are VVC, KCC, and Elion. I'm sure by your teams you mean VVC, the ladies, Kcca, the men, Elion, the women. I know that's what you mean. I like reading your mind, Adieri. That is exactly what you mean. Yeah, VVC, the ladies, KCCA the men, Elion the ladies. I can predict. And we return from that timeout. But don't forget that we do have some very interesting games coming up. One more, and that is between KCCA and Sporters Volleyball Club, and it shall happen at exactly 7. That game shall happen. What does Eunice do now? Will the door side out? The ball is up and Sporters have an opportunity to redeem themselves. They do. Oh, the ball is up. Oh my God, the ball is up. The ball is still up, and what does now Kcca do? The ball is still up. Quite a number of turnovers, and it will now be a free ball to Kcca. Will they go into the lead? They do. They do go into the lead. Kcca with that hard hit off Lado's block. And now Kcca in the lead at the business end of the set. Kcca now leading 21-20. Adir is saying Kcca both teams are my people at 7 a.m. Ball is picked up nicely, and Tush is taking no prisoners. The ball is pushed to Renata, and it shall be a free ball, and they will be made to pay. They are going to be made to pay. They get lucky. Lado blocks that one and restores parity. Mark Imailuka saying Kcca get in. Adieri making it clear that my teams are VVC, Kcca. No, I said that. Mugabe Rowell, Adieri, we are coming for your men next. Oh, interesting. Mark Mailok thinks and believes that he wants to see tears. Adieri, Kcca, both men and women, but 7 p.m. I'll be for Wembley. And as a Manchester City fan, I pray that we do not get any kind of happiness from that game, even as Tush dumps that ball in the long diagonal corner. Yeah, she watches that. She watches that. And realizes she cannot attack that ball, but she watches that Comfort is clearly not in concentration and decides to dump that ball. Adieri is saying we don't fear you. Hey, Adieri, I boarded the taxi from Nachisunga at 5 a.m. and I can tell you I have arrived. Now, guess what has just happened? Comfort gives way for that service and it is an ace. I know some people prefer pronouncing that one as an ace. Ace. So that was an ace. Adieri, it is okay. Yes, we do have a second timeout here by Team Sporters as they trail 21-23. I can only imagine what their coach is telling them right now. But from what I'm seeing, Coach Bwenje Edward of Team Kcca is trying to gesture something in relation to a block and speaking a lot of very many things to the setter. You can see what he's doing, and you can only imagine what they are going to do when they return. It is definitely not going to be business as usual. It won't. Of course, now Kcca leading 23-21. They won yesterday's game by 3-0, and they are hoping against all hope that they replicate yesterday's performance. And it shall be a free ball to Team Kcca, though in not a very comfortable position. The block is there. Free ball now to Spotters. Shul. What happens? Lado chooses a dump and the ball is picked up by Mogole Faith, and it is another, oh my God, free ball back to KCCA. What do? Do they punish Spotters? They choose a dump, the ball is nicely picked up, and Renata chooses to dump, and what happens now? And now that block by Mwamla Morin makes sure that KCCA lead by 24 to 21. It is a set point. Will Spotters be able to recover from this one? Your guess is as good as mine. We wait to see. And this time around, Lado makes sure she hits that block and the ball lands exactly out to give Spotters some kind of breathing air. And we do have a substitution here. Yeah, as you've heard, or you've not heard, 2 out, 4 in. That would mean that Kiteng is off and Konkunda Pal in, 13 out, Kamau Renata in, and Omohoza Flavia has been brought on. Omohoza immediately goes in for the service because that is where the positioning was. But now Spotters decides that it is the time to call for a timeout. Mark may look saying anti-Spotters, but they need Aisha in this game if they want to pull through. You should have attended the training sessions and you give that kind of advice, you know. Coaches usually see things that we are unable to see. But yes, you do have a point, or you don't. One of the two things. Let us see what the coach has determined. Adieri says, KCC act soft and slow like us, but like us, Batoro, Tugenda Mpora, I know. Oriota Adieri, I think, Batoro. Don't remind me of the last time I was in Fort Porto. Very beautiful city, that one. And now Umuhoza Flavia, let us see what she does. Does she conclude the set? Does she put KCCA on thorns? Let us see what she does. She takes her time. She usually does. Let us see what she does. And there she goes. Nicely picked up by Claire. The ball is picked up in the middle. And beautifully executed by Mogole Faith. And like I told you, Cocomelon is saying I'm rude. No, I'm being very realistic. You see, as fans, we see things on court here and we do not know what has happened in training. I can tell you there are many things that have happened in training that we do not know about. We might wish to have Aisha on court, but there is something that the coach knows that we do not know. And that is the only point I was trying to stress. Yes, it is possible I went off a bit rude, but I don't think I was rude. I was simply trying to do an awakening. And yes, it is usually called a rude awakening. Money is saying you've given me a petty name, Maboki. My blaza. How dare you? No. Adieri, first tell me the meaning of Aboki. But let us do return for the second set. This one has been taken by KCCA. Now we are back with the second set, and Adieri is saying I will host you at mine in Fort Portal. That is if you wish. Please give me the date. Give me the date. But now as a fan, I would love to see Mr. Muhanji Warren on that bench, because I believe going by the experience I've seen, usually when he's on the bench there is a lot he does. I don't know whether his appearance just creates kind of tension, but I would love to see him back. But the way he's looking at me from where we're seated, he's clearly not happy. But I would love to see him back. And now Sporters on the front foot. They start this set. Yeah, you can see that. I don't know what observation you have with that. But now, nicely done by Claire, back set. And there is a beautiful block, but it's a block out. It's a block out, and Kasaigi, the head of referees and the newly appointed international referee, is explaining to the Sporters captain Doreen Akiteng what exactly he observed. And let us see whether Doreen will agree with that observation. But the way things are moving, it seems Doreen has accepted that the explanation is good enough. Yes. And it is a yellow card. It is a yellow card. I think the head of referees and the first referee is not clearly particularly pleased with the way Sporters ranted. In football, we would call that dissent. Yeah, it is called dissent. I think is clearly telling them, I will not have that. I do not enjoy that, and they have understood. He issues that yellow card. And we proceed with Achan Oliver with the service. And it is an ace. It is an ace. Those are some of the things that cause changes in games. Because now, as you would imagine, there is a lot of grief and disappointment happening in the Sporters team. They feel cheated, but now they have to pick themselves up. They do. Stanerico Academy saying, here we go. Regendo Johnson, you say, I think Sporting wants to be the first to lose. Next time I will host you at, well, yeah, I will come. Now let us see if it will be another S, or will Lado pick that ball up with comfort. Let us see what happens. Nicely done by the, oh, it is not nicely done. It is not nicely done. It's a very, very poor pass, and the result is exactly what you have just seen. Getting punished by Claire. She makes no mistake there. She makes no mistake. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful block, that one. Yeah, you can see what that means to Akanyo Agnes. You can see what that means. I would jubilate after getting that block, especially considering that it was Renata with that one. Let me hope it doesn't get into the heads of Renata. Let us see what happens. By the way, Achan was still the server. She was doing that for the third time, but this time around she doesn't get lucky. Adeli says Aboki means a person who has expected to cherish the roles of teachers, mentors, elders. Hey, okay, then I can am Aboki. I agree, I'm Aboki now. Yes, I am Aboki. Nicely done by Namialo. And what does Sporters do? Will it be a free ball? Yes, it is a free ball. Will they get punished, or shall it return as a free ball? It does not even return. The resultant pass by Varolin simply goes under the net. Brenda Horish saying, Kasasro girls, let's keep shining as we wait for the boys too. Joan Muyindi, team Kcca, thank you for watching. You can see Namialo there commanding her reception telling them to be very, very vigilant. Now, Comfort with the service. What does she do? Nah, not a very good pass by the libero, and it shall be a free ball to Team Sportes. Will they use that one? Let us see. It's a back set, and Renata executes that one in a very sublime way, looking for the setter, and the rest is history. Dieri is saying, no, till you've gone through. But Dieri, I think we have agreed you're going to take me through these things, the culture things. Yes, you're going to take me through these things. So I can say Aboki in waiting. Or I can say acting Aboki. Something like that. Now this is a very nice hit. It will not return as an attack. It shall be a free ball. Yes, it is. Picked up by the setter. And what does Renata do? Chooses wisdom over power and succeeds at that. And you can see Coach Eddie Bwenje clearly wants to eat someone. Yeah, you can see they are telling Akanyo and Joan Tush that you could have done better with that block. Sporters back in the lead, 5-4. Trevor Ngapeth is asking for the updates in the other series. I'm going to request, let me see. Let me get you the updates. I'm going to get you the updates shortly, and I'm going to be giving them to you. And Trevor, you're saying where does Kobab stand in the league? Please let us remove Kobab out of this very serious conversation. They are in Serie C. That Serie usually happens near the beach, so they go there and eat fish. Let's leave those people. But I'm getting you updates from Serie B shortly. I'm getting you updates. Aderi, don't laugh. You're going to culturally pass me, and you know, it's the drill. Very nice execution there, and now we do have Claire Najuko. She has been very, very consistent, especially in the second half of the season. Very consistent. The ball is pushed to Renata, back set, and now will it be a free ball? Yes, it is a free ball. Will they get punished? Will they get punished? I love people getting punished for pushing those free balls. And it's a net violation from Esther to Mwebaze. Yeah, you can see that. You can see that clearly. She went down with the net. Yes, clear violation. And it shall be clear with another opportunity at the service. Not nicely done by the libero, and it shall be a free ball. Oh, is it? It is not. Lado makes miracles of that ball, and that is exactly why she is clearly defining her role as a utility player. Melinde is giving us results at, she's saying Nkumba Ladies 3, Chinawa 0, Nkumba Ladies, Nkumba Men 0, Ntinda 3, UPDF 0, Prisons 3. Melinde Adam is telling us that kind of update. I don't know how Melinda is getting that news, considering he's in Fort Portal. But here, things are not going particularly the way of Sportes. Everything is working out, including that attack which touched the belt and simply landed on court. Trevor is saying basically Koba play cooperative. Koba are playing corporate league. Melinde is wondering what is happening to Elion Bogema. I thought you had the results. Okay, we are going to get the results. We are going to, yeah, we are going to get them, and Elion is just going to start playing. Yes. So Bogema is playing twice today with Elion. So we are going to get those results, because remember Bogema couldn't play yesterday, considering the university is highly Anglican. Sorry, it's Seventh-day Adventist. So they couldn't play yesterday. They chose to play 2 games today. So we wait to see the results. Tush could not get that ball over. I think it was a little bit short on height. And you can see the conversation there, the libero of Sporters having with her colleagues, trying to encourage them. But it is now 9-7, and Renata will be serving. Oh, Melinda is saying there are some posts on the UVF channel, the WhatsApp channel. We shall be checking for those updates. We shall, thank you, Melinda. We shall be checking. Picked up nicely by Varoline, and Mogole attempting to dump that one. It is picked up, and what does Comfort do? Comfort passes over the ball, and the result an attack by Muamala. And this time round, Claire makes no mistake from the backcourt. Makes easy the work. Now, Motegana Brian saying Bugema Elion is soon starting. Yes, I agree. But now let me give you the updates as they have happened now. St. Charles Ntinda is 3, Unkumba 0, which means that St. Charles has gotten done of Unkumba, waiting for whoever will come in the semi-finals. And I think that shall be Prisons, because Prisons has also whipped UPDF 3-0. Unkumba ladies have beaten Kinawa 3-0. And that means St. Charles will play Prisons in finals. The Nkumba ladies are waiting for whoever qualifies between Elion and Bogema. I am going to give you that immediately the game ends, and it will be ending probably in 2 hours. So we are going to get that update. Let's keep coming, those questions coming. Adier is saying this weekend again, all girls volleyball championship in Fort Portal at Chebambe Girls. Adieri. What are you trying to say, Adieri? We shall see. We shall see. Beautiful service by Lado. It is an ace. Miscommunication, that one from Claire and her teammate, the libero. Varoline and you, they could not simply agree on who to receive that ball. Yovzu Pasca is saying, let's go Spotters team, we can do this. Odeka Moses, who is Nathan? Hey, Moses, you will know, you will know. You will know. Trevor, you're welcome. Bagawa Vicente Odeka, you can focus on, you have some cooking to make. Yes, that is true. Let the man focus. Why are you asking things that are not even related to volleyball? By the way, Odeke, you be very careful, Uncle. Uncle, be careful. You are warned. Wama Aderi, I am planning to be in Fort Portal. Don't let anyone confuse you. Nicely done by Comfort. Push to her. And what will she do? Will she make amends after that block? She does. The ball is in the air, and it will be a free ball to Spotters. Will they execute it back to Comfort to make amends? And this time round, she chooses wisdom over power. She simply dumps that ball, and you can imagine. By the way, I'm not a fan of dumps. Yeah, you can see that. Very irritating. You can believe within your soul that you're going to get to that ball, but it is too far. Now, Doretta with the service. Odeke Moses saying Zambia has been hot. The heat is still on. Is the heat being caused by the sun or volleyball? Adieri is saying, I mean, in Tebe, don't worry. You're very near here. It means we can always catch up and the cultural functions happen. Beautiful, beautiful block. That one combination by Esther and Renata. Beautiful. I love that. I love that. It's actually a combination by Esther and Comfort. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you can see what that means to Esther. Beautiful. I love that. Melinde Adam, yes, Chebambe Girls School is hosting all volleyball championship this weekend in Fort Portal. We are planning on being there, but Adieri, we can start first before you go to Fort Portal. You pass Kampala, call me, look for me. Hey, don't make it hard. Claire with a very nice execution to reduce that lead to now 3 points. Yeah, beautiful strike, that one. Beautiful strike by Najoko Claire. Volleyball hit ankle. There will be heat coming to Serie. So it is a volleyball hit, and yeah, I agree. There's going to be a massive volleyball played next season, because I've been told about Bukedea, and now we await the second team that comes for the men's category, and it won't be easy. So we await that one. And there was a touch on that one on its way out, despite the libero showing that there was none, but there was. Yeah, by her. Yeah. You can see her fingers got burnt there. Adieri. 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 Number 6. KU will host me. Oh. Are you meaning melon? Of course, how would you say if you wish? I wish. I even pray, I believe. Whoever hosts me should host me. Let this hosting thing be serious. Hey. 14-11, Spotters with the service. Nicely done by Namialo. And what we see, Crea attempting, and it will be a free ball to Spotters. Will they maximize that one? They do. It is a beautiful hit, and it's a block out. And this is the kind of ascendancy that Spotters need. They badly need it if they will get anything from this game. They need this kind of luck. They need this kind of confidence if they must get anything out of this game. 15-11, and Kcca team is called into a timeout. Melon, please, Melon. Melon is not number 6. Banang, but Melon now really. But still, Melon you can host really. Adieri, why do you want a men's team to host me? Wama Cocomelon, we were talking. Leave alone, leave Adieri, this one, leave alone. Wama Cocomelon, we are talking. Can we agree to disagree that, for example, such as like, just number 3, Melon. This is what I'm saying. Adieri, you're not my friend. Spotters leading 15-11. Dorin Akiteng, former player of Nkumba, the university team, with the service, and wow, I do not recall the last time I saw her serving through the net. I do not recall, but well, she has done that. Coco Melon, I think I will call you after this game, and we agree on those hosting rights. Because I am sure you have the hosting rights, Melon. You have them. I've given them to you. So after here, I will engage you, and we see how to really, Asim was saying, tell George to prepare midweek game. Of course, George is preparing. I don't know when they have determined the games will be, but I have been told they will be either Wednesday or Thursday. The midweek games shall happen either Wednesday or Thursday. So prepare for one of those days. And the problem with the midweek games is that they can only be 2 games. A ladies game and a men's game, or 2 men's games or 2 ladies games. So as you can imagine, they can only be 2. So Spotters further extending their lead now 16-13 with that very beautiful hit by Comfort, looking for those hands of Crea Najuko. Nicely done, and it is a free ball to Spotters. And Renata plays that ball out. This is the opportunity they had to extend their lead to 4 points. But unfortunately, things happened. I think now Kcca with the substitution. And we do have Namialo Margaret being taken off, and Mwamla Morin being brought on. We have seen this happen even in the previous set, especially when Namiolo came on the front court. And there are no surprises, and there are no gifts for guessing why. Now we do have Claire with the service. Beautiful service, even better pass, back set, and Renata causes the Kcca player to violate the net. And who was that? Yeah, you can see that. And now, yes, you can see the net there. And now we do have a substitution out. Mwebaze Esther out, and Akanyo Agnes is brought on. And she immediately heads for the service. Coco Melon, don't do this. Don't do this, please. What do you mean you are out? Please, don't do this, Melon. It is not a good thing. It's not. Pick up here, and what does Joan do? It is picked up. It will be a free ball to KCCA. Pushed to Mwamla Morin, and she makes no mistake. She usually does not make any mistake there. She doesn't. Moez is saying, Melon, don't even think about it, Banang. You people. Let Moez go and host Nathan. I agree. Melon, Mwama, I'm going to call you. Eunice is now brought on. Eunice is now brought in. And who goes out? It is Akanyo for Eunice. Wama Melon. Let us even forget that we spoke. And now, what do we see? What does Eunice do with that service? It is almost perfect. But, well, the block is even better. The block is even better. One thing I've realized, they need to find a very quick solution for Eunice's services. Every time she comes, she does 2 or 3, and they usually create problems for the Sporters side. She did it last time, and before they knew it, they were in the lead. KCCA side was in the lead. Now, she has gotten 1 point back, and what do we know? Anything can happen. Nicely done by Comfort. And as you can predict, Renata puts that away. You can clearly see that the magic by the KCCA coach is leveling and working, because now as we speak, it is 7 points apiece. Ramanja TV show, the lady is one. You simply not met Melon. You've not met just number 3 Melon. You haven't. Me, I saw, for example, I saw her play at the university games. I did. I would tell you. You've not seen things, my friend. Ramanja, you've not. You are just a joker. Me, I have seen. But anyway, I want to appreciate you all for following the Sporters channel. If you haven't, just go and hit the subscribe button. You'll be able to catch all these notifications as they come. And I can tell you, ST Media is committed to bring you these games as they happen in real time. Mwezi Asimwe agreeing that Eunice is actually a good server. She taught at KU. Gumel saying, ladies, go harder. Coco Melon, me, I want to start. In fact, I already started. But I can assure you, UCU University games were a story to tell. And guess what? It is Eunice's 3rd service, and this time round, it is an ace. It is an ace. And now, what do we see? Pearl is brought on for Comfort. Pearl is brought on for Comfort. What will happen with Eunice? Will she change the person she's looking for, or will she maintain? And this time round, it seems Pearl is brought into the... Yes, she's going to receive. I did wondering how 3 has come in our chat. Hey, you are the one pushing me to 6. Beautiful block, combination by Joan and Mogole Faith. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, Joan doing, she found her there waiting. And there is absolutely nothing Lado could do about that. KCCA from 14-17, now leading 19-17. Wow. Ramanja saying, am I a joker? By the way, I have said that number one libero Sporters, you don't know. For you and your liberos, we want to comment. Yeah, she found them there waiting. And Eunice with her second ace and fifth service. She's simply picking up on those that reception. My God, she is deliberate about what she is doing. It's a combination of precision and experience. She simply knows what she's doing. And she's not letting the Sporters girls sleep. Coco Melon saying Sporters should do something. You will be very specific what they should do. What should they do? Hey, for example, you can tell them to walk off the court. You can tell them to cry. Be specific. Maki may look saying let's go Kasasiro. Adieri is saying let's go Kcca. Mwezi Asimwe saying she is going to serve up to 20. Banang. Well, it is already 20. It is already 20. From 14, she has served 6 times. You can imagine, 6 times is what she has served. King Solo saying, Coco, Shana, we take you to Sporters. Hey, it is okay. Hey, King Solo, what is your problem? Mwezi, in fact, 25, you think that Eunice has the capacity to serve up to 25. Well, she has now her 7th service. Let us see what she does with that one. Yeah, she prepares for that ball, and now let us see. She takes her time and yeah, this time round it's nicely done by the libero. And do they get a side out? They don't. It's a block on. And what we see, Maureen Mwamula gets the libero flat-footed, and they extend their lead to now 21-17. Very interesting game, this one. It is Eunice still serving. Eunice is still serving. She'll be serving. This is the 8th time, by the way. Because as far as I remember, she came on for the service when it was 14-17. Sporters have not moved an inch from 17. She's doing this the 8th time, and what does she do now? It is an ace. It is an ace. Oh my God. It is an ace. The ball was very receptive, but landed right on court. There was no one in the 6, and nothing, absolutely nothing they could do. 22-17 are the scores, and Eunice is pushing on. She is pushing on. This is her 9th service. She has had 2 aces out of those 9 services. She continues. This time round it is picked, and what does Doreen do? She chooses to look for the middle, and now the side out comes with Lado dumping that ball, the much needed side out. That will provide some kind of relief to Sporters. Now they do have the substitutions, and Akiteng off for Aisha, Renata off for Umohoza Flavia. Melon is saying she's coming. Yeah, please, Melon, come. I will see you. I will come and I say hello. Moeza Sime saying Sporters should just throw the ball back. Katushabe Roy, focus spot ladies. Trevor saying let them go to the changing room for you can wait. Tumusime congratulating Eunice. Mwezi saying I'm going to come for service training for her. King Solo, Coco, it's me to give you a welcome. King Solo, stop mixing porridge with alcohol. Nwamanya Amon seems like this season is not ours for sure. How is Chigali doing? Quite a number of surprises in Chigali. Isaac Odong, spot is on pressure. Adieri, I told you Kcca goes in Parampora. Moja kuulira. Hey, we need new kids on the block, okay? Trevor Ngape is saying my flash is on. And King Solo confirming and agreeing that things have actually been hard. Well, we'll keep those comments coming. And now Flavia serving. Nicely done by Caroline. And what does and the ball, yes, the ball was on, the block was on, but there's something I don't understand. The coach sees the ball landing on court and chooses to also say the ball was out. I do not. What kind of lack of integrity do we have in volleyball? Then after he acknowledges that it was actually on. Do we have a scare here? We do have a scare here with the Sporters team. Very unfortunate. But we will not focus on that for now. I was still emphasizing the point. We need some kind of honesty and integrity. When the ball is on, just say the ball is on. But now you proclaim that the ball is off. And then after you raise your thumbs and say the ball is on. It is not a good thing, by the way. It is very misleading and it should change. We need to grow beyond that. Very unfortunate scenes. I do not like seeing this, especially when it is a game of sports. But it is not amazing to see Doretta there. I think she's gotten a little bit of sprain, but I do hope it is not going to be something major. I hope it will only be something similar to what Shamira got, just something to, you know, make them cool off and rest a bit. Muhwezi agreeing that no volleyballer will see heaven. I agree. I agree. Jocelyn Aku is simply laughing. Mugabe Royal Sportsmen will revenge on behalf of the ladies. We wait to see. That game is coming up immediately after this one. It shall start at 7. It shall start at 7. Isaac Odong, they need not only playing the game, but they also need to play the brain. And after all, Doretta is fine. After all, Doretta is fine. I think she just got a little bit of stretch on that, on those muscles, but she's fine. She's fine. She's back. She has even not needed to get off court, and that is what I love to see. Katoshabe Roy saying unsportsmanship with athletes. I agree. And Adieri is saying that is Kcca in progress. Yeah, absolute Kcca. And now Joan extending Kcca's lead to now 23-19. Isaac Odong saying we have few honest volleyballers, most especially in our leagues here in Uganda, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, but we need that kind of honesty. It is not a nice thing, especially knowing that we do have cameras around. Why would you lie when there are cameras? Those things should be done when there are no cameras, but when there are cameras, no. Opio Erica is saying if I want honesty, I should go to church. Lado with that hit, and the ball is easily picked up by Najuko, and the ball is now... Oh, Mogole Faith with the block. Mogole Faith with the block. And well, it is set point, Kcca. Yeah, that attack there by Aisha, she wasn't lucky on that one. She put a little power and it couldn't go past Mogole Faith. Adieri, the guy is pushing me to church. Why to church to do what? Do you know the kind of dishonesty that is in churches? Hey. Nicely done by Lado, pushed to Aisha. Picked up by Asekenye, and the resultant attack by Maureen. The libero was in her way, so she couldn't properly hit that. And I think they will let that go. It is only 1 point. They believe they have a 4-point cushion. They only need 1 point. Well, in the games of sports, volleyball particular, anything can happen. Lado with the service. Aderi is saying, let's leave us alone, even viralize. Aha. I hope viralize is in favor of Man City today. Ball is pushed. And a beautiful block by Doretta. Tomosime Roy, who are those few, we are personally one of the very, very honest people in volleyball. The name, Alupo Christine here is correcting, the name is Mogole, not Magole. It has been written by, I believe, a Kcca person. It is Mogole Faith. I read it yesterday, I have read it today, it is Mogole. Unless you have like something like an idea, I want to believe you. And there we have it. We come to the end of the second set, 25-21. Kcca take the second set, and they are in line to take this particular game 3-0, similar to what happened yesterday. But Katushabe saying this looks like bad day for Sporters ladies team. We console ourselves in the next game against Kcca men. Bagaba Vicent says we save the remaining data for Sporters men's game. Data stitch is which Sporters. To be later one. Hey. Nwamanya Amon saying if Kcca eliminates us, they should know they will pay for it when I meet them in Egypt for SCCA with the Rwandan clubs. I love that. By the way, when are the Rwandan clubs setting off for Cairo? Amon, you may want to just update me on that one. Dear is saying Sporters will win this game. Whoa, that's some kind of confidence. Now let us return with the third set shortly. But let me start with the lineups here. No changes for either side. The way I'm observing, they maintain their starting lineups. I do see Thomas Eme. By the way, I am a very honest person. I can tell you, I am very honest. Very honest. You will know. Alupo Christine, yes, I told me, but someone is saying her name is actually Magole. Well, okay. I think that was a rating error typo here. Muhwezi is saying you shall revenge on Kcca men. That is true. Travis leave matters to the Genos. Geno Adieri. This performance from Sporters again, Julia says, is actually speechless. Rugendo saying Sporters ladies joke a lot. Defending champions playing jokery just. Rugendo again saying they lose out when they reach higher points. Yeah, that is true. That's a very beautiful observation. New Life in Christ, great singer, saying Sporters has weak chorus blocks compared to the opponents. Yeah, but now we are underway. And KCCA take us underway with a beautiful hit, that one from Akanyo Agnes in the middle. And usually this is how things start. Spotters catch up, and towards the end there, just like someone has mentioned, they start losing it. But just don't forget that immediately after this one, we do have the men's game coming up between Spotters and KCCA. Let me hope it will not come up also with surprises similar to the ones that have just happened, where Elion has just decimated, thumped, beaten. You can suggest other words that mean beating. Nemo. You suggest words. The young man Opoya William. Opoya has been everywhere. Receiving, hitting, backward, front court, everywhere. The young man has been a problem. But now, Claire here on behalf of KCCA with the service. Back set that one, and Comfort uses her wrist and experience that beautiful combination, and just looks for that sharp diagonal. And the rest is history. And now, immediately after executing that beautifully, she heads for the service. Not a nice pass, but it will work. It does work, because Renata has been called for a net violation, and that is the exact thing that the experienced Mwamla Morin was looking for. She knew she wouldn't put that ball away, so she went for discomfort, and she got it. She just caused Renata problems. Renata landed in the net. And as they say, the rest is history. What does Akanyo do with the service? Akanyo puts that service away. It's good you've deleted that message to Musimi. I was not understanding it. I read it and I was like, are you writing in Runyankore, Ruchiga? I think you wrote the way you were thinking. You wrote the way you were thinking. Yeah, but of course in the building I do see Uncle Mose Odeke. The nigga is putting on beach apparels. He's clearly in the mode. He's going to be mixing KCCA immediately after here. And Tush using that Lado block. She decides power now. She uses that wisdom. You can see what she does. Yeah. She simply taps that block of Doretta, and the ball simply swings and goes outside. Tush with the service. KCCA with an early lead. Tush doesn't get success at the service, grants that point to Spotters, very precious point. And now let us see, going by the trend, if Spotters Renata does not replicate the same, she needs to be extremely careful, take her time, and ensure that she passes over that ball to give her team a defending opportunity. She does that beautifully, nicely picked up by Claire. And what does Molin Mwamla do? Molin Mwamla chooses that she will not use power. She will simply dump that ball. And she does that over the short block of Doreen Akiteng. Yeah, you can see Doreen realized when she was just midway the jump, and she could clearly do nothing about it. Nicely picked up by Comfort, and Lado attempted to replicate exactly what Maureen Mwamla did. Failed, and guess what? Spotters are penalized. The referee adjudges that there were two touches on that one. There was a touch. Referee judged there was a double touch there between Patricia and Renata. But the question is, why was Patricia heading there? Because someone had already arrived. A miscommunication or lack of communication at all. Lado attempts a dump, is not successful. But when the ball is defended by touche and goes over. Lado makes no mistake, blocks that one and is blocked on. And there is nothing significant that Achan Oliver would do. And now it is 4-6 Sportes chasing. Nicely picked up by Varolin, and Magole hits that, but it's nicely picked up in 6 by Lado. The resultant attack by Comfort is 4 hits. She instead hits that belt and helps Kcca to extend their lead to now 7 for Magole. Faith with the service. Mwezi believes Kcca have stopped attacking. They are playing with the kids. Banang. You've just seen that attack, beautiful attack, that one by Comfort.
On our vehicle, UAU 706U and UPH 032D. Kindly go and check on your vehicle.
Nicely picked up by Claire, and what does she do? Those are 4 hits. Any day, even tomorrow. And the lead is now being reduced to now only 1 point. Doretta with the service now. What does she do? Will she look for an ace? Ramanja saying revenge has stopped from Elion. The remaining will be the same. Okay, good prediction. The ball is discomforting Maureen there, but Akanyo ensures she elicits a block. And now, will it be a free ball to Sportes? Yes, it goes the way of Kcca, and will they get punished? They do get punished for sending back a free ball. And I have no problem with anyone that punishes the other for free balls. I do not like people who pass 3 balls. Attack. There's no bad ball. Attack it. Yeah, you can see she raises high up, and there she goes. Coach Malik is currently speechless. Very, very speechless. And now Chan Oliver with the service. Nicely picked up by Comfort. Back set for 1 leg. And the ball is up. It will be a free ball to Sportes. Will they capitalize on that one? Doreen chooses to dump. It is nicely picked up, and now she gets lucky, I believe. That was pure luck. And she'll be smiling deep down in her heart, knowing it was going to be a problem had that ball not scored. She now goes for the service. Adiri is saying attack easier said than done. My friend, I'm telling you, attack the balls. Trevor is saying, what's the update on Nemo Stars men's team? My brother Trevor, I want to tell you things have not really been good. But we thank the Lord. The Lord is always good. Beautiful, beautiful block, that one. But Trevor, the Lord is good. Someone, Adiri has just told you, Nemo Stars is only wishing and hoping. Nemo Stars really today has suffered. They did not even manage a set, Mr. Trevor. Now we do have Claire. And Comfort, one of the most experienced players on that team, chooses to go with wisdom over power. She just dumps that ball in that area where it is called a no man's island or no man's land. ISJ Osmas Sportes setter again with dumping yesterday. They weren't good on her side. I agree. Mwezi Kale said we should play and attack them. You are just getting annoyed for no reason. My job is to talk. And that is a block. KCCA now extend their lead to 10-8. Adieri anyway, Simo Mark. Kcca, I'm not happy that anyone lost. I'm not happy. I'm just mentioning. The commentary is too boring. Banange, ngamwenyize. We do have substitutions here, and Nakato is brought on for Akanyo Agnes. And what does Nakato do? But by the way, Nicholas, you can come and do commentary. We are open. It's open. You can come and do it. I agree. I believe viewers will be very interesting. Nice hit by Esther. The ball is pushed by Maureen and it doesn't come off anything good, but it will be a free ball with they use it. Free ball back to Kcca. And what happens? Maureen looks for dumping again. This time round, it's another free ball back to Kcca. Well, I am now tired of these free balls, but the transitions are too many. And this time round, Renata believes she's had enough. She strikes that line with a lot of precision and power. Yeah, Momak is in the building, but I believe he has already left the arena. He's not a person who loves watching losses. Yeah, so I believe he has already left the arena. Yeah, Mohuez, the Lord is good. I agree. Even when Nemo is losing, the Lord is good. Nice pass, back set, and what does the referee say? The referee says that the setter did cross. Yeah, yes. You can see that from the camera replay. There was crossing. She literally migrated. And now it is 10-10. Parity restored here. Esther with the service. Beautiful service and not a particularly big pass. And either way, they get lucky because Renata has violated that net. And yes. Adieri, you are the one people causing people saying that my commentary is boring. And now, the coach believes it's time for that service. And the changes are now Eunice is brought on for Tush. Eunice immediately heads for the service. It was almost around this time where she came out in the previous set. Let us see what she's going to do. Kcca, Kcca, Isaac, I'm not saying anything. I'm simply giving information that Nemo has lost. I'm not adding anything. So please don't start putting words in my mouth. Lado's resultant attack is blocked. Kcca, you leave me alone. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You can see what that means to the setter. Beautiful. She's a very high jumper, by the way, as a setter. So that block has now forced the Sporters team into a timeout. I agree, Adieri, let him come and do it. Think things are easy. You see now, Nicholas, you're mistaking me. I'm not here to do comedy. I think for you want now comedy. No, me, I'm not going to do comedy. I think you missed out on the opportunity of going for Comedy Store on Friday. You should have gone there. Now, Mugabe Rowell is saying, Kcca, so in your mind, you think those who do commentary shouldn't have a... You have to know where it's Banang. Eric Kcca is wondering how the men's game ended. Men's game between what and what? If you're asking about Nemo Stars, Elion did beat up on Nemo Stars 3-0. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get tired of telling you. I know, I know why Nicholas is saying that. Nicholas is a Nemo supporter. I know why he's saying it. He does not want me to say it, but they have beaten Nemo. Now, Eunice getting her groove, and the counting is starting on my side. That is our second service, and it is an ace. You can see she clearly has been training for this moment. And I have told you in the previous set, she did serve 8 of them. 8 of them. You do not want her to get her momentum. So Sporters will need to do something. Adieri, people love comedy. But also, comedy store might be quite expensive for him. He can now go to Bat Valley. Wow. Ball is still on Kcca's side. What will they do? It will be a free ball to Sporters. They do have an opportunity to side out. Will they? Claire picks that ball nicely, and it's another free ball to Sporters. What will they do? It is a dump, and they will get punished, I believe, for this. What does Morin do? Morin attempts an attack. Ball is picked up nicely by the Sporters libero, and Lado attempts an attack. This time round, wow, the turnovers are excellent. Interesting run of play. My God. The ladies are dying on court as I talk now. Let me just let you to see. Oh, Lado decides that she's had enough. Lado decides that she's had enough. And now, finally, she's granting Eunice what is definitely going to be the fourth service. Sporters with the substitution. Pearl is brought on for Lado, and Agnes Sakanyo is brought on for Doretta. Fourth service for Eunice. I'm always saying Wabula shortness Nedda, Isaac Kanyeke, Mugabe spot on agreeing with his opinion. Mugabe and also Elion beat Sporters, and they were very happy. Now they want us to be happy. You get the point? Yeah. Block out, and they side out immediately. These substitutions are done, so the changes do make and speak for themselves. Lotus Knight saying nice job there by the Elion boys today. It was a nice game they played, I agree. Aderi Amia to kindly remind you that new stars were thumped, the Nemo stars were thumped, walloped, hammered, whipped. Hey! Those were the words I was looking for. Yes. I was looking for those words. Let us see. Claire picks up that. It's not comfortable reception, but it will do. It won't, because now the resultant attack goes simply out. And now Renata does have an opportunity to. That opportunity will not come now, because the coach of Kcca calls for a timeout, the first of this particular set, and they need to talk about a few things, including failure to receive properly. Yes, failure to receive properly, because, and you can see Joel there, the assistant coach, having a word with Claire Najuko, because she is the recent culprit in the poor passing. We return from that timeout. Charlie saying hello Kasasiro on top. Isaac Kanyike is laughing particularly about what Adieri has just posted. Eunice picks that up with less, with a lot of comfort actually, and the resultant hit by Morin is blocked out. 15-12. And Joan Cards believes that one word should have been enough. No, we need quite a number of words to describe what has happened to Nemo today. Beautiful service by Muamla Morin, and The resultant attack by Akanyo Agnes in the middle of the block of Claire Najuko is exactly what the Sporters team needed to side out, because they needed that very, very beautiful point. Yeah, you can see that attack. They had brought a two-man block, but it was not very, very particularly successful. And now they are trying to chase 13-15. Who will be receiving that one? It is going to be Claire Najuko, and oh my word! The ball reaches the setter and she feels she wants to be part of the party. She attacks that one with sublime energy, precision, gets Pearl there flat-footed, nothing to do about that attack. Yeah, I think in her next life she'll be an attacker for one of those teams. Yes, that was beautiful, very beautiful, and a total lack of awareness from the Sporters blockers. Not a nice pass by Pearl Akankunda, and yes, she's given her ball and she strikes it, granting her team an opportunity with a free ball. And Agnes claims there was a touch to that ball. The referee says there wasn't. The Sporters coach says we must challenge that one. And so we are waiting for the challenge and the results.
Substitution number 18, Kcca, 7 out, 15 in.
Yeah, I agree with you, Adieri. These games, everyone has a side. If you are too sensitive, hey Adieri, nakuhente. Musingu's James saying, remember Elion beat Sporters too. It is true. It might be the reason why the Sporters people are jubilating. Now the ball is pushed to Claire, and what does she do? She uses that very short blocker and executes in a sublime fashion. Kcca Isaac saying Nemo has lost, the rest is background noise. My friend, it is not background noise. We are here to make the noise.
Time out by team Sporters.
Kanyesije Flavia saying this setter needs to be investigated. I think you mean the Kcca setter. Mwezi saying hard game is done. I don't know who you mean. And I think you meant Joanne. Yeah, you meant Joanne that her game is done. Yeah, she's played her part, and I think that time where you preserve her, especially if you do not believe that there shall be a comeback. And you can see from the timeout, the Kcca coaches having their tete-a-tete. It's called tete-a-tete. They are even not engaging the players. They feel the players are doing exceptionally well on court. Joan Card says you wanted exactly that. And now it will be Magole Faith with the service, as Kcca do lead this one, 18-13. Stariko Academy game over here. Nicholas Yagenda, ladies Chiganye, Zikiriza. Let's wait for the boys. Okay. Dumped by Agnes Akanyo, and Magole Faith is very far. She cannot reach that ball to pick it just on time. Nicola is saying be happy while commentating the aha. By the way, I'm a very happy person. People who know me. I'm a very happy person. It is very difficult to find me sad. Now, Akanyo Agnes, fresh from scoring a much needed point, loses one with that service heading out. Yeah, true, Adieri. Nange nakowa stressy and sina jirekero jite kaka amanyi. It is not necessary. Be happy. Now, what does Achan Oliver do here with the service? Beautiful service, discomforting Sporters, and the resultant attack will be a free ball, or will it not? Yes, it's a free ball. Will they use it? They attempt a one leg, and it is successful, as the blockers block that one out, and Sporters reduce that lead to now 15-19. Not nicely done by Varro, and But it will work because now the way things are moving, the ball is up for KCCA, who pushes it to Mwamla Morin. And it will be now a free ball to team KCCA. And Claire Najuko makes no mistake. She does not flutter on that one. Neither does she falter. She doesn't joke about those chances. She executes them properly. Business end of the game, 21-15, KCCA leading. Najuko Claire heads for the service, and she will only be praying against all hope that it is an ace to simply help her team conquer this set. Beautiful service, and it shall be a point to KCCA because the resultant attack by Comfort simply goes through the net. Nothing, and you can see now the team, the ladies, the Sporters ladies, very cold. They now know that they are not going beyond this particular set because KCCA is in the driving seat even when Sporters bring on a substitution. Aisha is being brought on for Comfort.
20 each.
And this time round, Claire is not successful. She falters on the service. It is now 16-22. What does Aisha do? Beautiful service, back set, block, and the ball is still on KCCA's side. Eunice with the strike. Eunice goes away. She was blocked. She now, I think, decided to look for the fingers. She did not get them, and the ball goes away. And now Sporters reducing the lead. 5 points lead is getting reduced. It's now 17-22. Beautiful, beautiful service by Aisha. It will be a free ball to Team Sporters, and it was not an easy one. But now what do they do? Pearl is blocked back. Beautiful block by Agnes Akanyo. You can see that, yeah, combination with Eunice. And yeah, you can see the facial expression there. She simply cannot believe her misfortunes. And as things stand, KCCA shall be the first team to book their place into the finals in both the ladies and women's categories. KCCA shall be the first team to book their place in the finals should they go past this set. Easily picked up, and it will be a free ball to Sporters. Will they use it? It is pushed for Aisha, who executes quite in a sublime way, and it's now 18-23. The Sporters ladies, they are believing that they do have a fighting chance. They are trying to show that they have a fighting chance. Now Esther with the service, but don't you forget we do have the men's category coming up at 7, and that will be KCCA coming up against the Sporters. KCCA trailing by a set to nil. Ball is pushed for Eunice, who chooses to dump and succeeds because the Sporters players are caught flat-footed. Yeah, there was a touch on that one by Agnes, but there was no one in 3 to pick that ball. And now it is match point, Team Kcca, and the lady who has been serving them quite consistently, that is Eunice Amron, is in the service now. She does it, but it's nicely picked up by Kalanzi, and what do? Aisha puts that ball away, and the coach immediately kneels down and thanks God for granting them the opportunity to enter the finals as the first team to go through the finals. Amazing, amazing game it has been. We do return with quite a number of talking points for both teams, but for now, let us wait for the men's team games. We do return shortly.
Kcca will be taking on
Uh.